I think I first wanted to get an understanding of how long have you been with Haven Humane?
Yeah, I've been at Haven Humane since 2011, so almost 15 years now.
Wow, and what were you doing when you first got into it?
When I first started here, I started at the front desk in the adoptions department. I worked there for, I don't know, most part of a year, and I saw the animal regulation officers coming in, and I thought that was a good way to kind of get on the front lines of helping animals, which was my passion. So I then transferred over as soon as a spot came open on that, and yeah, started my real journey. I think started there in animal regulation and went on from there.
Wow, and where do you think that passion for animals came from?
It's been a lifelong passion. As long as I can remember, I've been passionate about animals. Really sensitive to what they go through. Being a voice for the voiceless. This is silly, but my mom likes to tell me about how she ruined my seventh birthday by taking me to see Bambi in the theater, and I just cried for the rest of the day. So, but yeah, just like most people in our kind of rural area, I grew up with lots of pets. We had farm animals, dogs, cats. Had a rat in high school that was my best friend. So,
Wow.
yeah.
And so, do you think is that what's really kind of driven you to stick with it? I mean, I know similar to journalism, the animal rescue field is somewhat unrewarding in kind of a typical sense.
Yeah, no, I understand what you mean. I understand exactly what you mean. Yeah. But yeah, my love for animals is very deep. I'm always at my limit of how many animals you're allowed to have within whichever jurisdiction. I have four dogs right now. They all came from Haven. My newest pet is Lana. She came from a hoarding situation. So she has lots of little behavioral issues, but she's just the sweetest little pit bull that you can ever meet. So, yeah, it's rewarding in its own way.
And talk to me, as someone who's been involved in it so long, when it comes to the rescue scene and how things have been, like the status of just the situation of stray and lost animals in Shasta County, how has the situation changed since you started?
Well, in the broad sense, it's changed for the better. There's been a huge difference in from when I started to now. Um, Unfortunately, we're in a challenging period. Over the last couple of years, things have gotten more challenging. So, uh, some would argue maybe this is not the best time to jump into the field, but I think it's a perfect opportunity to kind of show what I can do and try to um, help out even more than we already have been.
And yeah, how does that feel? After so many years of just kind of, as you said, being on the front lines and being part of this essential kind of constant struggle with the amount of animals that are out there on the streets or in abuse situations. How does it feel to kind of now be the one leading the charge?
It feels really great, honestly. I'm really excited for the opportunity. Uh, I'm following footsteps that made a lot of the changes that I get to see now. So the groundwork has been laid, and I'm kind of here to take it just another step further and really change what I can.
Absolutely. And then I wanted to ask, I know I've been tossing some easier
Mhm.
ones your way. I had one hard one was, it seemed, and this is maybe just from my perspective, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it seemed there has been a growing divide between Haven Humane and then a lot of local rescues, especially, around the Anderson cat situation and things like that. Is that something you hope to tackle? Do you hope to kind of bridge that divide, with your.
Yeah, of course. That's one of my main goals for the first year. I've already talked to some of the people running the other rescues and heavily involved in the trapping in Anderson, and let them know already that I plan within my first 6 months to at least get them into my office, sit down and talk, kind of clear the air. Um, you know, uh, I express the hope that we can start fresh. It's some of them know me, some of them don't, but at least we can kind of start over and see what we can do, work together rather than at odds, but just really try to support each other.
This is kind of a double question, but what do you think is the importance and what role do you see Haven Humane kind of playing going forward in Shasta County?
I mean, I think the same role that we have played. We want to be a resource center for the community and for the animals in our community. I say that word a lot, community, because that is a really important piece of the puzzle. Haven can't do anything on its own. We need community support to take care of any of the issues. None of them are solvable in isolation, right? So that'll be my kind of passion, is to welcome the community in even more and try to get myself out in the community even more, so we can all kind of work together and get things taken care of.
Absolutely. And then I think my last question is, resource-wise, where is Haven Humane? Are you guys good on funding, good on volunteers, or are you kind of looking for either?
Well, I mean, the truth of the matter is you can never be as good with funds and volunteers and all that stuff as you wish to be, but we're doing the best we can. We're always on the lookout for more grant funding, for more funding from donors. And our volunteer program is very robust, but we would love to see more volunteers. I don't know if any have walked by yet, but we have probably 3 to 6 dog walking volunteers on campus right now, taking dogs around for their exercise and playtime. But of course, we always want to see that number grow.
Okay. I think that's all I had to ask.
Cool.
Anything else feels important to mention or wanted to say?
I just want to thank everybody, and hope I get to know the community a little better. I've been here for the last 43 years in this community, so a lot of people already know me, but I'm really hoping just to get out there and enact some change.
Yeah, I guess I should ask, are you from Shasta County, or did you move here? Or
Well, technically, I'm from down south. I was born in Camp Pendleton. I was there for a couple of weeks. Shasta County. Other than that,
okay. Well, thank you so much, Jim.
yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.